Excess Air Optimization Part 1. This is first lecture of the series on excess air optimization. Excess air optimization. This is the first lecture of the above named lecture series. The next lecture of the series is flue gas composition, that is excess air optimization part 2. In this lecture we have used 3 graphs. The first graph is about losses of boiler versus excess air. 3 types of losses are shown. First loss is radiation and wall losses. Here we can see that radiation and wall losses are approximately constant. The effect of excess air or air deficiency is not there on this type of losses. Second type of loss is incomplete combustion loss. If sufficient amount of air is not given into the boiler furnace, some fuel shall go unburned, and that will be a loss. So you can see that as the air deficiency increases, the incomplete combustion loss increases, and if the excess air increases, this incomplete combustion loss goes almost to the zero. The third type of loss is the flue gas loss. Flue gas loss reduces if the air amount is reduced, and it increases because lot of heat is going waste because of the flue gas going out into the atmosphere through the chimney. So as the amount of air increases, excess air increases, this heat loss due to the flue gas going through the chimney increases. And then in this curve we have made the sum of all the losses. So total losses include radiation loss, incomplete combustion loss, flue gas loss. So this curve shows the total loss. So here we can see that the total loss reduces as we are giving proper combustion air. But if the excess air is being fed to the boiler, then total loss is increasing. So here we can see that we are having a minima here, and which shows that this is the correct point or correct portion of the graph where we should operate the boiler furnace. The solid line shows poor mixing and dotted line shows good mixing. So if there is good mixing, the losses can be reduced, which is shown here, and it is shown here also. Because of good mixing, proper combustion of fuel shall take place. Here in this graph we are showing same phenomena as explained in the previous graph, but here we are only showing the total loss. So here we are having the loss due to heat in stack, and in this curve is showing loss due to unburned fuel, and total loss is the sum total of these two curves. And here we can see that this curve is showing minima here, that means this is the zone of maximum efficiency. Here in this graph we can show that if we minimize the flue gas temperature, suppose we have limited the flue gas temperature to 400 degree Fahrenheit, and we limit the excess air in such a manner that there is only 2% of oxygen in the flue gas. So here we can see that with 2% of oxygen in the flue gas and 400 degree Fahrenheit temperature in the stack, our losses are minimized. Request: it is hoped that this session is going to be useful to you. Please press like button. Please subscribe this channel. बहुत जल्दी यह लेक्चर आपको हिंदी में भी उपलब्ध होगा। Losses versus excess air. If a boiler is operating on a particular fuel at a specific load, it is possible to plot the various boiler losses as a function of air excess as shown in figure. The sum total of all the losses is a curve with a minimum point. Any process that has an operating curve of this type is an ideal candidate for instrumental optimization. Such process control systems operate by continuously determining the minimum loss point of the system at that particular load and then shifting the operating conditions until that point is reached. As shown in figure, the radiation and wall losses are relatively constant. Most heat losses in a boiler occur through the stack. Stack means chimney. Under air deficient operations, unburned fuel leaves, and when there is an air excess, heat is lost as the unused oxygen and its accompanying nitrogen are heated up and then discharged into the atmosphere. The goal of optimization is to keep the total losses at a minimum. This is accomplished by minimizing excess air and by minimizing the stack temperatures. Figure is attached. The percentages of fuel saving potentials in a boiler that operates most efficiently at 400 degree Fahrenheit stack gas temperature and 2% excess oxygen. The minimum loss point in the shown figure is not where excess oxygen is 0. This is because no burner is capable of providing perfect mixing. Therefore, if only as much oxygen would be admitted into the furnace as is required to convert each carbon molecule into carbon dioxide, some of the fuel would leave unburned, as not all oxygen molecules would find their corresponding carbon molecule. This is why the theoretical minimum loss point shown by the dotted line in the figure is to the left of the actual one. The actual minimum loss or maximum efficiency point is found by lowering the excess oxygen as far as possible until opacity or carbon monoxide readings indicate that the minimum has been reached. At this minimum loss point, the flue gas losses balance the unburned fuel losses. Assume that for a particular boiler design using a particular fuel at normal loading, the optimum flue gas temperature is 400 degree Fahrenheit with 2% oxygen. The potential fuel savings through optimization can be estimated by determining the fuel loss using the attached figure, where the present unoptimized stack gas conditions are entered. Request: it is hoped that this session was useful to you. Please press like button. Please सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल। बहुत जल्दी यह लेक्चर आपको हिंदी में भी उपलब्ध होगा।